Morning, everybody. Let's pick up with part 2 of the switching. We're going to switch the general chemical spur. So basically we have 2 cars to drop off, and we have to pick up 1 tank car, and there is a box car at the team track that we'll have to respot. So first thing I have to do is I have to pull up, I have to run around the train. Still using the B&O GP35. We'll see if we have any troubles with the couplers, and I do talk about it a little bit at the end of the video. Something I found out. I've got the camera on a tripod on a gimbal, and it's really a pain to have to sort of walk around it. I'm just constantly reaching around one side or the other. So I have to pull the train back first of all so I can clear the turnout to go onto the general chemical spur. I just sort of positioned the camera in the center of the layout, and using the gimbal I could use the pan feature. Not super smooth because I'm trying to operate the train at the same time, but yeah. Actually, I did find there's an adjustment on the gimbal where I can slow the pan down a little bit, so I tried that. I'll try that next time I use it. So we coupled on to the box car. Now we're going to go up and pull the tank car. Just going to drop the tank car. Since it's going back to the yard, we'll go ahead and push it up and couple it on to the 2 cars we left there earlier. Just push the whole train a little bit so I wouldn't be blocking Douglas Avenue for the whole time. Sitting outside on the deck with the cats. And we have a hummingbird feeder about 6 feet away, and there's a hummingbird flying in and out. You might be able to hear the traffic in the background. I live fairly close to Interstate 75 here in Georgetown, and there's a lot of truck traffic tonight for some reason on a Friday evening. Okay, we're pushing back down the spur to spot the covered hopper and the tank car. There's a dump place where the covered hopper can dump, but it's on the back side of the building. You can't see it. Yep. So I had trouble with the front coupler, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. It had nothing to do with the trouble I had with the red box car. This was a different problem. We're going back to pick up the box car to spot back at the team track. Now, as I was almost done filming this entire sequence, the gimbal died. The battery died. So you'll see the camera angle switch here in a minute. That's why I had to finish up this way. I tried to put the camera back closer to the backdrop so you could see more of the side of the train rather than just the top. I like this view because you can see Oak Hill in the background. I like when I get Oak Hill done, it'll be a really nice shot. So all we have left to do is switch that Conrail car into ITT Grinnell. We'll do that in the next session. So after I clear the switch, I'm going to throw the switch, line it back for the siding here, and then pull through the crossover to get on the main. And we'll just end the video here, except for what I found out about the coupler problem. We'll pick up here at the next session, part 3. So here's the engine, and I was wrong. I bought this engine used off of eBay, and it already had the Microtrains couplers on it. And actually, it's an older engine, so I think it has one of those like pilot kits you could get that they came out with that replaced the whole end of the pilot, like they did on the early engines. So anyhow, this is the coupler that was having trouble with, because I was pulling that car. Now that car is a Microtrains new release box car. It has body mounted couplers on it. I can't find anything wrong with them, and I can't find anything wrong with the operation of this coupler. They match up height wise. I am going to lubricate it with some graphite, because when I flip the other engine around the other way, I can get the coupler to do that when it's in that position. If I go to this other side, it doesn't do that. But if I go to this side, it'll stick. So who knows how many miles this engine has on it. See, I can do that. But this wasn't I was pulling the car and pushing it with the back end of the engine. I wasn't pushing it with the front end of the engine. So it wasn't this coupler that's having problems with. But anyhow, I'm going to shoot some graphite in there. I think that's how they recommend that you lubricate these things, and see if that makes any difference in the operating when I finish the session up. So everybody stay safe.